Thank you.
Everybody knows that we've got an issue in Seven Hills. Rich, would it be your suggestion that we would bring in the special prosecutor to discuss this at the next meeting, or?
If you have questions, because I'm unable to provide any answers.
To discuss what?
The situation that the
What
city finds it in.
What situation?
The fact that you've been charged with dereliction of duty, and that would be in a executive session. But there are.
What's the concern?
I don't have one, but there have been.
Who's raised the concern? Who's raised the concern? Somebody did.
Councilman Barth has raised a concern regarding Matt being on the chair of the safety committee, as have a couple of police officers who I do not know their name.
On what grounds? I thought, you were presumed innocent in our country.
And
That's a presumption of innocence.
Who are the officers?
What you're asking is irrelevant.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
They didn't come in and express their concerns on their own.
You know, this is really nice. It's backdoor bitching is what I'm hearing.
The question was, did we want the prosecutor to come in and discuss this?
My answer is no.
Fine. Bob?
I'd just like to know more about what's going on. We should talk personally or have an executive session. You know, having him come in or not, I don't think it's needed, but if council, you have to go along.
Well, let's ask Mike Barth. What's your concern, Mike?
I don't have a concern, Phil.
Mr.
Now it's being discussed in front of council. What's the concern? Let's put it to bed right now. What's the concern?
How do we move forward, similar to when the Bentkowski administration was?
No, it's not similar at all.
In my mind, it is.
It's not. In your mind, are you a lawyer? Are you a prosecutor?
Well, that's why I'd like to ask.
Do you have a law degree?
That's why I would like to ask the person.
Presumption of innocence. I'm sorry, Mike. Presumption of
You don't have
innocence.
a law
You
degree
asked,
either.
you asked
I know
Mike-
fundamentally
Tim,
that you're innocent
Tim,
until you're proven guilty.
You
And
asked
no,
Mike,
no, Tim.
You asked Mike to answer a question, so let him answer.
I see this as nothing more as political.
No,
Let's
it's
call
not
it political.
political at all.
Yeah,
It
it's
is, Mike.
political, Mike.
Absolutely it is. We're
It's
6
not.
weeks before an election.
Yeah, my meetings of politicizing are at it again.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
It's not. I would just like to know what the process was and how we got to where we are today with this. You know, what I'm hearing is the administration's being blamed for this. My understanding was
Well, let them
the
let him
VCR
defend
started the
himself.
investigation and a special prosecutor was hired. I didn't hear about this till the very end. I know nothing about what went on. Nothing.
So why did the council president say that you, Mike, want me to remove from the police committee?
I didn't say I wanted you. I said I got questions. For
No,
example,
Michele needs to correct
I
the
got
record.
questions. I said, for example, Mike, chairman of the safety committee.
See,
Can't
folks,
even
this is-
make-
this is
I
why
asked
I
questions.
Shut up, kiss my ass.
Oh, guys,
Really?
relax.
This is politics, Mike. Damn well known.
It's always politics when something comes up in Seven Hills. Obviously, we don't have people that want them to come in. I don't care one way or the other, so.
What's the purpose?
It might not be a bad idea just for him to tell us we can't do anything until something is proven guilty, until someone's proven guilty, then that's fine, and then the situation
What
will
is it the
drop.
prosecutor's job to tell the city what they can do?
The law director should be able to tell us.
When our law
What business
director
do you have
and
here?
assistant law director both indicate that they can't give us any information about it.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Okay.
There are
See that?
documents in the file that are public record, and there are others that aren't. Now, I haven't seen this file yet, but there is information out there that could be had if you so choose.
The only thing I was worried about is how do we operate. I know when David filed the lawsuit, I was council president. Law Director Pignatello and the mayor were part of the lawsuit, and I asked to bring somebody in, Squires, to come in and advise us on how to operate.
Spend more of our
Nothing
money.
more than that. Pardon?
Spend more of our money.
Well,
We got a lot of money, just spend it.
it's already being, the prosecutor's being paid, the special prosecutor's being paid already.
Madam President, I have a question. Matt, when you
just so because we're getting all kind of questions in court.
Be happy
Could
to.
we have an executive session later?
I'll do it in an open meeting.
Maybe it might answer a lot of questions that some of the people have.
Sure.
Okay?
I'll do it right now, right here, if you want.
No, of course I did not.
Doesn't bother me one bit.
It doesn't belong in exec.
It's not a lawsuit, actually. It
Why
is-
should it be in exec?
Yeah, why shouldn't we know? Why do you want to bring?
It's our
it in?
councilman.
We want to know too.
Yeah.
Let's not sweep it under the rug and hide it in the back room.
Usually when someone is sued on this
It
deal.
is not.
I haven't been sued.
It's not sued.
You're not sued?
It's not
Okay.
a lawsuit.
I dropped my question.
All right. Matt, do you want to discuss that now while the law director is still here?
What does council want?
I've stated I don't care. If they want to do it, the residents have expressed that they have questions.
Yeah, I'll take questions. What questions does everybody have? I'd be happy to answer anything.
You been found guilty of anything?
No.
Thank you.
Is he being charged? Is he being charged? I don't even know what you're being charged.
Who's charging
Yeah,
him?
who's charging you?
Who brought this?
State of Ohio.
An anonymous complaint was filed, as far as I am aware. It
With
was
the
filed-
Bureau
It was
of-
filed with the Ohio Attorney General's Office, Bureau of Criminal Investigation.
And our law director and our.
Anonymous, huh?
To the best of my knowledge, it was.
I see.
Mr. Barth, what did you say?
And our law director and our prosecutor had recused themselves, so a special prosecutor was hired to look into it. The city
So
had nothing to do with
anonymous,
this.
okay, I get this straight. Anonymous brings a charge against a council
With the
member.
attorney general, and they determined that there's some cause, so they asked the prosecutor to look into it.
So our law director and our assistant law director have to recuse themselves.
Because it's
So
within
we
the city.
have to pay for a special prosecutor to look into Anonymous's concern.
We're actually looking into the fact that the BCI requested that it be investigated. They found cause. If they had not found cause, they would have dismissed the.
And I
complaint.
understand it's dereliction of duty because a council member said something in chambers here in public, which was already public information.
Yes.
Am I correct in that? It was public information?
No.
From a council
Yes, it
person in
is.
independence.
The documents are public information.
That
and
puts
were
it out there in the
before
public.
Another said it.
And again, I'll say it again, we did not bring any charges. The Bureau of Criminal Investigation looked into it, they determined there was cause, and a special prosecutor was hired.
Okay, so
Nobody
why
in this
can't
case
we
had
just
anything to
go
do with it.
on with Seven Hills business with the council person in place?
The council
Let
person
them
is
do their
staying in place.
business.
The council person is staying in place. There's been no question about removing
Well,
him,
then I don't
about
see the
removing
issue.
him from.
Okay, so then why doesn't someone make a motion to find out if we have some special prosecutor come here and take care of our business? To me, it sounds like Mr. Tim, Mr. Robert Leach, you and Mr. Barth have no issue with it. How many does that leave?
No issue with what, ma'am?
To
Nobody,
bring a prosecutor here?
You have to check with the law director because they recused themselves. The law director and.
no.
No, it was the,
That's fine. The initial question was, do we want to have that? We have enough people that, say they don't care, so
so
I think we
for-
already decided that we were not going to have them come in,
Okay, so
and
then-
Matt said
so
that he would
then
discuss
what's the
this.
issue? Let's get on
I
with
haven't
Seven
heard
Hills
that. This
business,
is the first
right?
I've heard of that. What do we do? What's the protocol?
I'm sorry, that this, what you said.
What is the protocol? What Michele said, looks like we don't want to do this. Well, that's the first time I've heard, it looks
You
like we
didn't
don't
want
want
to do it.
Besides that,
Bob
if
didn't want
it
to do it.
didn't
This
come
isn't a
from,
formal voting meeting. This is, we do straw votes in caucus all the time. So this was a
well, then how
discussion.
would we approve bringing a special prosecutor in?
The same way that we
I'm gonna-
decide
I'm gonna-
that we're going to bring somebody in to discuss various things. We talk about it and we decide whether we're going to bring somebody in. The fireworks people, any number of people. So you don't want to bring them in, Bob doesn't want to bring them in particularly, I don't care to bring them in.
And I'm okay with it too, I just had
So
questions.
we-
Unless then forget the subject.
Okay.
I have a
Madam
question.
Chairman, I just think that, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, sir.
If it didn't come from council who turned this in, how did it get out of that room? When we were in the room when it was brought up.
Takes her
Somebody
out.
from council had to
Takes
file
her
a
out.
charge.
They're a public
Takes her
records
out
of
on the
that.
internet. Matt takes the meetings, as do, we have a tape too, which are all published on the internet sites.
Madam President, I think I can answer that question, really. I happened to meet Pat Shiro, who is our prosecutor, okay, and last week as such, and he said that, I believe, okay, my understanding is that the state came to him and he didn't want to touch it because of his familiarity with council and man, of course.
That is true.
Okay, so that's why he was, Rich, am I correct on this? That he was asked to appoint somebody, or
Yes.
is that correct?
But that's not the question. The
Okay.
question is,
I think
how
that's
did the
what we're-
complaint go through? I have no idea, sir. I will tell you that I don't believe in anonymous complaints, and I did not do it. So there-
Somebody should have the guts to stand up and put their name
And
to
we-
it if they got the
we
guts
have
to
no
file
idea.
a charge.
Yes, sir.
That's what I think.
You have a
Okay?
statement?
Look us in the eye and put it out there. Ain't got the guts to stand up.
Yes, miss.
Matt, you have a court appearance on Wednesday,
Yes,
Karma Court,
yes.
what time?
I am, my attorney is filing a plea, and I don't need to be there, and I am pleading not guilty.
And this supposedly occurred in January,
January 5th.
and it came to light now?
Yes.
It's election time.
They've
What
been
else?
investigating it for a couple of months.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Barth, you said we did not turn it in. Are you speaking for everybody when you said we?
I don't, well, that's right, I did not turn in, and I don't believe anybody on this dais. I really don't.
I certainly didn't.
I really don't.
Neither did I.
It just brings another black eye on the city, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. Amen.
Seven Hills doesn't need more bad press.
Thank you.
Okay. Rich, I think we don't need you for anything else.
I'm just curious, what committee are you in right now?
I said that I was going to start this a little informally.
What?
I said I was going to start this a little informally because the law director